Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. How's everyone doing tonight or this morning or whatever it may be? Wherever you are in the world, if you can give me a 1 in the chat box to see if you can hear me okay. I believe Paul just jumped in as well. How's it going, Paul? He might be getting his mic set up since I don't see a mic connected next to him. How's it going, Thomas, Paul, Sheila, Brad, Joy, another Paul, Robert, Ken, Leonard, Chris? How's everyone doing? From the UK, wow. What is it, midnight or 1 a.m. over there? Appreciate you guys joining us. 1 a.m. Montana, nice. Oregon, or Oregon, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. So many different ways. North Carolina, nice. Japan, wow, what is it, 8 a.m. in Japan or 8 p.m. tomorrow in Japan? That's freaky. I always think that's freaky how it's a completely different day somewhere else. 9 a.m. tomorrow. Well, welcome from the future, John. We'll be getting started here. Chile, nice. I've always told my wife we need to go to South America, but she has no interest. We've gone as far as Central America, and that's it. So who's excited for tonight? I mean, this is a little bit of an unusual time for me. You know, Friday night, usually I'm hanging out with my wife. Our daughter's already asleep. She goes to sleep by 7. But my wife is out of town right now. So it's just me here at home. My daughter's already asleep. So not much else to do. So decided to hang out with you guys and hang out with Paul and share some good stuff with you guys. And let me see if Paul got his mic connected. Yep. How's it going, Paul?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Awesome. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks everybody for coming on tonight. I know it's been kind of short notice, but it's awesome. I do appreciate you guys showing up. We have a lot to share with you, so it's going to be really exciting. And yeah, thanks Josh for putting this together as well. I had to load this up a couple of times for whatever reason. It was going really slow, but now it looks like we're connected. I can see some of the comments come through in the chat. There's quite a few people. We got Sweden as well. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Sweden. Pea soup and pancakes Thursdays. I'll never forget that about Sweden. Best pea soup I've ever had. Do you have an Elementor page template by chance for the homepage? Not really sure what you mean by Elementor page template, Chris. Maybe Paul knows what you're talking about.
Elementor page. No, I'm not sure what you're meaning, Chris. Sorry.
You want me to send over the screen to you, Paul, or how do you want to start things off?
Yeah. When we're ready to get started, if you want to give it a minute or two, but yeah, I'd be happy to go right into it.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll give it a couple of minutes just to let any late stragglers come on in here. I know, like I said, it's a bit unusual, at least for Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock on a Friday night. NBA playoffs are going. You know, there's a bunch of other things you guys can be doing. It's Memorial Day weekend, I think, isn't it? Things get pretty crazy down here in Miami. Just about everyone from all of the Northeast decides to drive south. So usually when we lived closer to the actual city of Miami, you'd know when they arrived, when all the tourists well, to us it's the northern states, but to everyone else it's the southern states. But you could just hear because they, you know, a lot of them come in a big group of motorcycles and Harleys and four-wheelers. And we used to live right off of the main highway that passed through Miami, so you can just you hear all the roaring. So a lot of the natives or the people that live here in South Beach and all of that, they actually leave during Memorial Day weekend because things get a little crazy. A lot of fights break out, a lot of shootings break out. I'm not sure if you guys remember the news several years ago where there was like the zombie apocalypse because this guy was on some crazy drugs and he was like biting people's faces. So yeah, that was on Memorial Day weekend. That's what's about to happen here over the next couple of days. We'll see. Hopefully no one hopefully no one dies this year.
Well, sorry to interrupt, Josh. I was just reading some of these comments, and it's next weekend. And
Oh,
it's
it
funny
is.
though
Oh,
because we
good.
had a couple guys help us out here. Oh, and Linda and Timothy, thank you so much. And anyway, it's funny that you say that because I was thinking I wasn't really aware of what was going on, but recently one of our customers who bought Digital Worth, we were fulfilling one of the bonuses for an authority domain, and he was saying he's going to check that out after the holiday. So I never really keep track of anything other than what my family has plans with and kids' schedules and stuff. So I was just thinking, okay, there's a holiday coming up. So when you said Memorial Day, I was like, okay, that must be what's going on.
Yeah, I usually don't keep up with a lot of the holidays, but Memorial Day is one that I usually tend to remember just because things get pretty crazy out here. And we used to, like I said, we used to live close to Miami, so it was kind of something that you had to keep your head up about because it just gets crazy over here. And then, like I said, a lot of the people that live here and people that live in South Beach, they leave, they go somewhere else and stay for the weekend. So awesome. So we have a couple of weekends before that craziness happens. My anniversary is always on Memorial Day weekend. Awesome, Timothy. Is that with your wife, I'm assuming? Perfect. Nice. Well, happy anniversary. Hopefully you guys have a great celebration. Richard is saying Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Harley Bike Rally. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people bring out their bikes on Memorial Day weekend. I'm too much of a chicken to ride a motorcycle. I think it's because of my older brother. He's a doctor and he scared the crap out of me from the moment he started going to school. And then he went to, he started actually doing rounds in the hospital and he would see people coming in with motorcycle accidents and he would always scare us, show us pictures and just, so I'm kind of traumatized of getting on a motorcycle. But it's 8:07. I guess
All
we
right.
can get things going. Let me shoot over the screen to you, and hopefully everything goes well today. Last night I had a webinar, and it was easily the worst experience I have had with GoToWebinar. I've heard people talk about the horror stories of things that have gone wrong with GoToWebinar, and I've done dozens of webinars and never had an issue until last night. And everything that could go wrong went wrong. So hopefully that's behind me. I paid my dues and I don't have any issues with GoToWebinar for a while. So it seems to be running perfect so far. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Awesome. Yeah. So I think this is probably set up now, and I see it's kind of looking good on my end. Can you see my screen?
Yep, everything looks good.
Cool. So I have a bunch of tabs open. We have a lot of things to discuss here, a lot of updates to talk about, a lot of exciting things. So I'm gonna try to get through everything, and hopefully we can also squeeze in some Q&A at the end as well. But the first thing I want to talk about is up here in the dashboard area. That's where we're gonna have our updates. A lot of you probably have realized this by now. New things happen, so we'll post them in here, like tonight's webinar. We have that posted, and looks like it worked out pretty well because quite a few people showed up, and that's really good to see. And also below, replays of the other webinars and updates from the training. We also have a daily views update that we rolled out. Before I get into that, I want to discuss the success stories, because down here we have the success stories that have been added, and a contest that recently completed last week. And congrats to Terrence for being the winner there, where we were raffling off MyTrafficJacker Elite, lifetime access for Elite. And so by entering in success stories, you had a chance to win that. And I have this video here showing using a random list picker. We were able to do a raffle there and raffle off that prize. So you can always come back here, post. We'd love to see any success stories you have. If it's whether you're making money from the domains, or you found a really good one with a high value, or found a good huge ocean search domain that's linked to a bunch of videos that get a lot of targeted traffic. We love seeing any kind of success stories. It's always really exciting and inspiring to see that, and it's also really awesome for the community as well, because when you're first getting started and you may come in and be a little bit confused about how everything works. So here it's really inspiring to come down and see not only just the available domains that we found by our existing members, where we're at almost 52,000, but also we have a lot of members here that are willing to show how they found them and what was going on in their process. So that's always really cool to check out. So that's our success stories section of MyTrafficJacker. And now I want to get into an update that we did recently, which is the daily views tracker. So when you do that, you can perform a search, and I'm actually going to bring over this screen here. And in the research section, you can go into the watches and check out the videos that are being tracked. So in this one, we have added a video here for lose belly fat. We can come down and view all of the views that and statistics that it had received over the last days that it was tracked. And by doing a keyword, going into the keyword research section and looking up a video, then all we have to do is just click on the views, the little icon right here that's like a trend icon, and we can add that to our views tracker. So we just click on that, and then it will watch this result every single day. So we click OK, and then we can come back in the research section and then go into watches like we did before and see that that result is now being watched. And every single day it's going to refresh. So every single day it'll show how many views it got that day and record that for the days to continue. So in this example here, we've been watching this for several weeks now. And as you can see, every single day, it's just been going up and up and up. So this is a great tool to use, because sometimes we want to find out all that data of what you'll be getting, because it may have a lot of views that it's reported historically, but we also want to see what we'll be getting more currently. You know, sometimes things get really popular for a period of time, but it may die down. So in this way, we can actually check and know for sure how many views you'll be getting on a recurrent basis. So that's our views tracker. Now we've also made an addition to that as well, and the MyTrafficJacker Elite members will be getting that. We've released that recently, so you have access to that right now, and that's called the custom watches feature. So what you can do now is, let's say we have a result like this. We have a YouTube video that we found, and we now have an expired domain inside of that channel. Well, there's going to be a lot of videos in that channel. Usually there's many that are associated to that expired domain. So we want to find out more information about those as well. So we can go click into them, like one of these, just copy the YouTube URL and then paste it here, click the plus button and then paste it right here. And now we can paste in any kind of YouTube URL for any video, just add that in. And now that video as well is going to be tracked every single day. And we'll have a better understanding of how many views that video gets and how many views the whole channel gets if we really want to. If we want to track all those videos, we can do that now with this new update. So that's for the YouTube views tracker. And we've also released something else today. We have an exciting update that we just rolled out, which is the auto searches. So I'm just going to go back into this result real quick. And then in this result for lose belly fat, this is the keyword we typed in. These are the results. Now, let's say this search was done today and we want to be on the pulse and know exactly what expired domains will be, or what domains will be expiring next week and the week after that, because things happen all the time. Changes are made all the time. There can be new domains that are in there, and domains that are newly expired as well, things that just take place and just in a matter of a few days, changes can occur. So we've added this auto search feature. So if you see this little magic wand right here with some stars, just click on that if you want to perform the auto search. And so what that will do is it will automatically do another search for this exact search term within 7 days, every 7 days. So every week from that day, it will do another search and it'll notify you if there's new results. Because as I was saying, new results happen all the time. It's very common to come back weeks later and find new domains in that. So now we are well aware of when these changes are made. So all I have to do is click enable, and then it's going to perform another search. And on here, it'll be May 25th, because that's about a week from today. And it's going to be doing that search and also emailing the accounts I have in my profile. It'll send me an email when they do that search and let me know exactly what has been found for that search. So it'll continue doing that. And what we can do to manage this, if we want to remove this feature, or if we want to go back and check it out and see everything that it's been doing, just go back. I'm going to explain a little more. Back into the research tab, then we can just click the auto searches link and then see that result. We can view it as well to see what searches have been taking place, or we can delete that and we can enter a new one as well. As a MTJ member, you'll be getting the access to 20 of these. So you can fill this with 20 different search terms that you can go in and set up auto searches for. And so if you feel like you're not interested in that result anymore, just click on the delete button there, and then you can add in a new one. So that's our brand new update. I think it's pretty simple. It's fairly self-explanatory, but I just wanted to give you this little walkthrough. We're also in the process of creating a little manual as well to show you it, so you can just view that as a PDF if that makes things easier. So I'm just gonna check in questions and see if anybody had any questions about that. It looks like Gaynor said, very cool. Good to hear. I'm glad you're excited about that. Did anybody else have any questions or comments about the auto searches or daily views? Thank you. Okay, cool.
So for those of you asking about the replay, yes, we are recording this, so we'll be posting it in the members area as well.
All right, sounds good. So that's the update for MyTrafficJacker for the auto search feature. Again, you can also come back to this if you need to see the video on this tutorial for that, or we're going to have a manual in there as well, so you can just check that out. And also wanted to bring up a couple things, and that's when doing some of the bonuses that we've been looking for with Digital Worth. We've noticed that we found some good authority domains, and sometimes they go by very quickly. So it's good to pick those up when you are doing some research and you find something really powerful. If you're very interested in that domain, then you may want to secure it pretty quick, because there's been a couple. We've been building out a list, and there's been a couple domains that we've seen earlier, and we've gone back to those and they're gone. So as you know, there's been a lot of results, a lot of people inside of MyTrafficJacker, so 52,000 different results. In fact, it's kind of funny because I just was looking at this a minute ago and it was 51,000. So it updates about every 10 minutes and there's new results all the time. So if you're interested in something, you'll definitely want to pick it up. I don't know if that's been a thing for others as well. It probably has, and if it hasn't been, then it probably will be. So just keep that in mind. And let's see, I'm going to bring up one other thing.
Richard is asking, how long should you track a video? I guess that's an individual preference thing.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's an individual preference. So it's actually interesting you bring that up now, because it does depend on what you're looking for. You know, if you want a video that has 100 views and gets 100 views every single day, then if that doesn't meet the criteria, then move on, and it doesn't need to be tracked. But Also, if you're interested in it and you're seeing that it gets like 80 views a day and you're still happy with that, rather than waiting another week or another 5 days or so to see every single thing it's doing, you may want to snag it up. Especially what I found like recently in the weight loss niche, there's a lot of competition there, obviously, but people are searching those keywords all the time. So if you're interested in it, then and it's an expired domain, then there's a chance that other members might be finding that as well. Okay, so we also
Charles is asking, can't get TubeBuddy to work. Is there a trick? I installed it on my iMac, I think a couple weeks ago. I don't even think I watched the tutorial. I just added it to Chrome, registered for an account, and it worked pretty easily. I mean, we're not TubeBuddy support, but when I installed it, it worked pretty quickly. So not sure what issue you ran into, but I mean, if we can try to help, we will. But I mean, all I did literally was create an account, install the extension, and good to go.
Yeah, that's a good point. I also use Chrome as well, and it works really, really well with Chrome, and I use a Mac also. But I'm sure it should work fine if you're using a PC. I'd probably use Chrome just because as far as browsers go, that's probably the best. That's the one that I have the least amount of problems with. So you might want to try that if you haven't tried it already.
James said, I'd say track it until you decide whether or not you want it. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
And Chris is saying the reality is that it costs only $9 or so for a year to pick up a domain, and it brings crazy traffic. Always worth picking it up. Up to us to convert that traffic. Have you ever considered white labeling? Like we pay a negotiated fee, whatever it may be, to have the ability to put our logo up where MyTrafficJacker is, and we can upcharge our clients to have access. No, we haven't talked about that. I rarely ever do a white label on my personal apps. This one that I'm partnered with Paul on, we'd have to talk about it, but we'll see. We haven't even discussed that.
Yeah, and that's a good point about it only costs $9 or so for a year, because really you have a whole year, a whole 12 months to see a return. And if it doesn't make a return, then you can just let it expire. But yeah, you have a long time, and depending on your offer and where you're sending all that traffic to, then it could just be a matter of one sale or one conversion for you to make all that money back and way more. So yeah, I'd give it some time if you're not seeing anything too quick, but and keep in mind, you have a whole year to see a return. So yeah, if you're interested in it, then it would be a good idea to pick it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, guys, I mean, if you find something that's really good, has some authority, you can sell that domain pretty quickly. I mean, you don't have to sell it for a crazy amount, but if you pick it up for $10, you can go to a domain selling site and just quickly sell it for $60, $70, $100, something quick, and you're making a good return on your investment. It's just a $9 or $10 investment, and you can sell it real quick to someone that's building a PBN, or someone that is a really SEO guy, a strong SEO guy that wants to turn it into a niche site or whatever it may be. That $9 could really turn into something quick and put money in your pocket. All right, Darla is saying, can you go over using backlinks? Can you be a little bit more specific with your questions? Like what do you mean when you say like using backlinks, like using backlinks with the MyTrafficJacker videos, using backlinks for other things? What is it that you'd like us to clarify when it comes to backlinks?
Yeah, we have a video in there about how we use backlinks inside for SendLab, SendBuddy, a whole tutorial showing that and getting all those accounts set up there. If you haven't watched it, then you can watch it inside of MyTrafficJacker in the dashboard there. If you're referring to other backlinks, then it's just really a matter of picking up those links if you have a service that you want to use, and then providing that URL to the link provider. So now I wanted to discuss, if we don't have any other questions, I did want to also mention a cool strategy that was brought up on our last webinar. And that was a technique using Amazon. I'm going to bring over this browser. And the interesting thing about Amazon is they have recently changed their commission structure. And so it used to be that you had to sell a certain amount. It was like around 10 or so until you got a different tier, a different payout tier. So it was like you'd only get 4% commission off any product until you sell about 10 of those. And then after you sell X amount of units, then you get that higher payout, which is, and it would gradually go up. But now they've changed out their payout structure so that certain items will have higher percentages. So if you want to sell luxury beauty or coins, Amazon coins, it's 10%. So it doesn't matter how many you sell, you will always be getting that amount. So you can just sell one and get 10% for that month. And then there's furniture, home and home improvement, lawn and garden, pets, products, pantry, and that's 8%. So right there, that's so much more than you would normally have been getting years prior when they had their other payout structure. And the cool thing about this is you can combine this with the power of MyTrafficJacker to find videos and authority channels that have those expired domains in there around these popular products. So you can go into a section like home and home improvement, look in the best sellers list and find some cool products there that sell for around $250 or so and start earning 8% commission right there. And so just by going into the best sellers and scraping all those product name keywords, you can run them through MyTrafficJacker. That's a strategy that we've been doing recently. I have an assistant that's been helping me out with this. And one thing that I realized, which was a really cool aha moment, is hearing Andrew last week go through his software and showing us that we can actually find some very powerful keywords and run it through a specific criteria to get a really good results and know exactly the hot products and what they are. So I want to just take you through this real quick just to show you inside this amazing program that we've had the opportunity to check out by Andrew and Sarah. And this is called Commission Wizard. It's something that if you pick up the digital worth training that and program that Josh and I had been talking about last week, if you come in here and check out the software, you can actually find these hot products that you can start building a whole asset around, or even taking these names and running them through MyTrafficJacker. So what I've done here is I've selected the category of home and kitchen, and I've added $250 as a minimum price. So as a default, it says 50, but I just put in 250 and 5 reviews and 5 products to look at. And then we can select our category, which is home and kitchen. We can get a little bit more niche if we want to. And I've selected home and kitchen because right here we have home pays 8%. So we can easily start making some money, some good a good return by promoting one of these products. And so by doing this search, we'll be getting products that go for a minimum of $250 in this niche. So I just click check category, and boom, like all the hard work and all the heavy lifting has now been done for us. So this is really cool. So what I'm showing my assistant is to come in, I'm getting a list and sending that list through a Google spreadsheet. If you haven't watched how I outsource this process, you can watch it in our first webinar video in that replay. But come in, take these product name keywords, put it in a Google spreadsheet, and now I'll have my assistant scrape the names and the product names there to find everything that has been where all the YouTube channels and all the traffic videos with everything that has an expired domain in it, so I can start getting targeted traffic for these terms. So it's a powerful technique that that you can use with MyTrafficJacker. Of course, what's even more recommended is to go on with this program called Digital Worth and start building out your big digital assets around these. But just with this this one piece of software alone, you can start getting some really hot products that you know are good because they have high ratings, high reviews, and meet a specific price criteria as well, and start finding some really good product name keywords you can immediately run through MyTrafficJacker. So yeah, that's what we have inside of Digital Worth. That's just part of it. There's also more parts to Digital Worth. Obviously, it's a very big program, and one of the first sections is the training section, which will take you through the entire training of the course. There's several different, there's 6 different categories, and we can click into them to actually go through that in more detail. I'm obviously not going to go through that right now, but I just wanted to point out that it's massive inside, and it's got a lot of quality information. The program instructors are there to also go in and help you out to answer your questions. There's a lot of comments down here. You can see Sarah Young has been helping out inside underneath the videos. When you're going through the training, you get a lot of support there, and they have a really incredible community with Facebook group, forums, groups, members directory, shared documents as well. So you can get all of your questions answered, because that's one of the biggest things that I've seen in people's concerns is about how much time do I need to invest to get a return. And really, when you're an entrepreneur and you're taking risks, there's no certainty, but when you have a winning community and you have good support, then the risk is less there. It's less of a risk, and it's a lot more certain when you can get your hand held and be in touch with all of these people and a great environment. So that's part of this. I could go into this a little bit more if you'd like, but I did just want to point out part of this because this really caught my attention and really excited me to show you this powerful tool that we can start using with MyTrafficJacker if you wanted to immediately start getting some good hot product name keywords that you can start running through. And yeah, so Sandy was asking, what's that, Josh?
That's a very, very powerful piece of software there, being able to automate that, especially since there's so many different products on Amazon. I mean, doing that manually, it would take a long time.
Yeah, and I've done it before. It does. So Sandy was asking, how do I access the Digital Worth website? We have that in, our webinar replay number 2. Is that right, Josh?
Yeah, the second webinar. This was the offer that was made at the end of the second webinar, where Andrew and Sarah came on and they shared their entire business model on how they're building sites that bring in 6 figures in affiliate commissions per year. They also showed how you can sell your websites for a big profit, and they also shared how to be able to profit from simple little articles that you create and bring in $76 a month per article. So this is the offer that they made. If you guys weren't on that webinar, I recommend going back and watching it, because there's not only is there some very powerful information and content in the webinar itself, the offer that they made is insane. And if you guys have never heard of Andrew and Sarah, it's most likely for good reason, because They are two individuals that don't surface too often. You know, they focus on not only building their own businesses, but they every so often, every year or a couple of years, they resurface and take on a new group of coaching students. And that is what Digital Worth is. I think this is the second time they open in like a year or so. They bring in a new group of coaching students. They put them through this program. They give them all these amazing pieces of software that automates just about everything that you need. And they hold your hand through a lot of the process. You get weekly coaching with them. So, you know, these guys, they're not the kind of people that are always selling their products. They do it every so often because they dedicate their time and effort and all that stuff into dealing with their customers on that personal basis. Okay. So for those of you that are asking about it, I'm assuming that you weren't there in on the last webinar, but I recommend watching it. I think the offer that they made is going to be open until Sunday. So recommend you guys definitely watch that. Sandy is saying, where is it located? Let me put, it should be either on the tutorials tab or maybe in the home, right on the home page. I think it's also there. Let me see. Yeah, so if you go straight to the dashboard, you'll see where it says new 213,000 webinar 2. Watch the replay here. Right on the dashboard at the very top, it shows there the link. I'll put it in the chat box as well.
Yeah, right here. Watch the replay. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I just posted that. Christina, she was asking about the link to the webinar. I replied to send all, so I'm assuming everybody can see that now.
And Dave is saying, are you selling Digital Worth now? Well, yeah, we're definitely recommending it because it works perfectly with MyTrafficJacker. And it actually, you guys have a big advantage because you're finding domains that are coming built in with authority. Andrew and Sarah, inside of their system, a lot of the users are starting with a brand new domain. You guys have a big advantage because you're starting with domains that are aged, they have authority, they already have links out there. So there's a big advantage to putting together the domains that you find with MyTrafficJacker with the niche site strategies that you're going to be learning inside of Digital Worth. I couldn't find more of a perfect fit because, you know, not only do you have that advantage, but they give you multiple ways to monetize your domains. If you're more of a person that wants to build a quick site and flip it, you can do that. If you want to build a site and earn the passive commissions on a monthly basis, you can do that. If you want to use their strategies where you just create simple little articles and make small chunks of income per article, you can do that. So inside of their system, there's so many ways to monetize the domains that you'll be finding with MyTrafficJacker that we couldn't recommend this program anymore, plus all the software that you're getting as well. And I'd like to, let me take the screen and show something real quick that opened my eyes to some incredible, numbers, okay, about selling websites. For me, I always thought it was, you can sell a website for 5 to 10 times what it's making. But man, was I wrong. There are people truly crushing it. This is a website that Andrew mentioned on the webinar, empireflippers.com. So for those of you that haven't seen the replay, you'll see him mention this website, empireflippers.com. And if you come here to the marketplace, let me post this link in the chat box so you guys can see this for yourself. This is a real site that you can go to right now. So if you go to the marketplace, this is where you can sell your website. Okay, pretty much a broker, an in-between person that ensures everything goes smoothly, because anytime you're selling a website, multiple things can go wrong. They make it easy. But just take a look at this, okay? When you go to the marketplace, here are a few sites that are currently for sale. Just look at these insane numbers. This website is making $138,000 a month, and it's for sale for $4.8 million.
Wow.
Okay, I mean, that is way more. 10 times the income would be about $1.3 million. So it's selling for, that puts it at what, about 40, would it be 40? I don't want to have my math wrong, but 40 times what it's bringing in on a monthly basis.
Wow.
I mean, insane. Okay, look at this, 88,000 a month, and it's selling for 3 million. And some of these numbers are just too crazy to comprehend. So when I was going through the site, I went ahead and sorted it by lowest price. And even this, look at this. This website is barely making $1,000 a month. So, $737, $300 under 1,000, and it's for sale for $21,000. Okay, this one's making $1,500 a month, and it's selling for 40 grand. So you guys can literally find a domain with MyTrafficJacker, pick up the digital worth training, go through exactly how they set it up to get that website bringing in $700 a month, and you have a potential payout of $21,000, or you can just keep it for the passive monthly income. And this is, if you look here on the left hand side as well, look at the way that they're monetizing it. Amazon FBA, Amazon Associates, multiple. This one, so they're using affiliate, Amazon Associates, AdSense, and advertising. Amazon FBA, Amazon Associates, e-commerce. Wow. So a lot of these here are Amazon based. Look at that, 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row of Amazon monetized websites. Okay, and that is what Andrew and Sarah are teaching inside of their system, how to monetize your sites with Amazon. Okay, now of course, once you have the website built, you can monetize it multiple different ways. And look at the niches that they're in as well: health and fitness, home, health and fitness, kitchenware, apparel and accessories. And in the webinar replay, you guys will see that Andrew and Sarah talk about the sticking to the big 8. So they share 8 of their top niches that they recommend you guys stick to. And most of them are right here, okay? The ones that they're talking about here: advertising, business, kitchenware, okay? And this is what's currently for sale. I want to show you guys something right now. I want to show you what's been sold, so you guys can see that these websites are actually selling, okay? And look at this. This site was making $44 a month, and it sold for $577. This one is making $75 a month, and it's sold for $1,400. What a crazy return is that? Okay, I mean, and this one's making multiple. This one's drop shipping and e-commerce. Okay, this one's AdSense. Okay, look at that. Depending on the niche, of course, this can be what, 100 clicks maybe, and that's probably high to generate $44, depending on the niche. If you're in the attorney niche, that's 1 click, literally 1 click a month, and you're making $44. Look, AdSense. All right, and AdSense is as simple as just putting up the code, the banner code that they give you. Okay, $91 a month, and it's sold for $1,800. And look at that. Once you get to over $100 a month, you can sell it for over 2 grand. All right, and just to see, let's sort this from the highest ones that have sold. Look at this, 52 grand. A month this website is bringing in. Look, Amazon FBA, $2 million, guys. That is, I mean, both of those are really enticing for me. I'm always all about passive monthly income, but if my website is making 52 grand a month and someone comes around and is willing to pay me $2 million, I think I'd have a hard time passing up that offer.
That's a windfall.
Yeah,
winning the lottery.
I don't know about you guys, but and look at that, sold. All right, in the health and fitness niche. This one in the sports niche.
Also, just to quickly interrupt, one thing that I absolutely love about Digital Worth is what we're seeing right here. It's like it's really cool. It's flashy. It's amazing. But it's not really you yet, right? Like you don't. It almost seems like theory in a sense, where you see what others are doing and the potential there, But what's amazing about Digital Worth is that they don't just talk about this, they actually do it. And they have people there to help you do it as well. There's one guy in there, when you watch the replay, if you haven't seen the replay yet, the webinar too, check it out. You'll see a guy named Matt who sold his website for 30 times more than what he gets. He made over $50,000 selling one site. It's ridiculous. So like they're in there as well. Like you might actually see some of Andrew and Sarah's customers, Josh, when you're looking at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's incredible. So they're actively doing this. They do it for passive and residual income, but also some of the students, like Matt, you'll see, has been successfully flipping as well and making huge returns.
Yeah, you can click through and get some more information too. They actually do the math for you. 35 times the monthly income some of these are selling. So I mean, you can come in here and yeah, go for that, or you can just keep it conservative and sell it for 15 times what it's making, you know, and it'll probably sell quicker. But 35 times the monthly income, and look, the actual revenue is over $300,000 a month, and then their net profit is 138, and they're selling it for over $4 million bucks, just under 5 million. Crazy stuff. So you know, this got me really excited, especially, you know, the fact that Andrew and Sarah are showing you guys exactly how to build these kind of sites to sell them, or again, like I said, they give you the options. They show you how to build them up to sell them, and they also show you how to build them up to just keep the passive monthly income. And they actually show some of their example sites and how they look on the webinar, which, I mean, they're really simple sites. Once you guys take a look at the replay, you'll see that they are some very simple sites. Christina's saying, so we find an expired domain, set it up as a business, and then perhaps get the product to Amazon FBA and then put it on Empire Flippers. Is that too simple? My explanation? No, that's exactly what it is. Okay, and it doesn't have to be Amazon FBA. It could just be the Amazon Associates program. Okay, which a lot of these on here are. This one says Amazon Associates, and also an info product, Amazon Associates. This is an affiliate site. Multiple. This is affiliate advertising AdSense. So don't get stuck on the fact that these say Amazon FBA. I'm just pointing that out. But you know, you can, a lot of these are just simple Amazon Associates websites. Okay, so you can just go the affiliate route and you can still collect some of these big paydays. And that's the route that they like to go to inside of Digital Worth. They are more of affiliate niche sites marketers, and you know, you can go and follow that exact training and sell some of your websites if that's what you're looking to do. If not, you can keep it, again, you can keep it and profit 138 grand a month or whatever, you know, you get it to. So let me sort back over here. Look at that. Look at some of these. 5,000 a month, 140 grand. That's also a tough offer to pass by. Do you want to make 5 grand a month and just keep that coming in, or get a quick payday for 140 grand? All right, what would you guys do? All right, give me a 1 in the chat box if you'd keep making the 5 grand a month, and give me a 2 in the chat box if you prefer to just sell it for 140 grand. See what kind of people we have here. Christina said, aha, saw one that was drop shipping. Yeah, whoa, lots of 2s. We have 2
So
ones.
Christina has been asking about the big 8, and just to interrupt for a second, I just wanted to let her know that in the webinar replay for the big 8 markets that Andrew and Sarah are recommending, you can see it in minute 33 of the webinar replay, and that will include, I can read them off real quick. We got technology, health and beauty, finance, relationship, food, drink, automotive, home garden, and hobbies. So those are the big niches. And as a bonus, what we have agreed to offer those who pick it up in the next couple days, and we only have a few bonuses, we'll have to check, but we only have a few. It's up to 20, the first 20 people who buy. That as a bonus, we'll be giving you an MyTrafficJacker authority domain that we go out and find. And so lately what we've been doing is when customers come in and they will let us know what niches they want. We've been able to offer that, fulfill that, whatever niche that you're into. So lately it's been finance, or excuse me, it's been fitness and health and diet, and we've been able to find some high quality authority domains with a good domain authority up there, and channels that are getting, some of the channels have gotten millions of views. And so the videos are also still getting daily traffic, and they bring in a lot of authority with that domain inside the channel as well. So that again is the big 8 there, Christina, and you can see it on minute 33 of our MyTrafficJacker webinar 2.
Perfect. And from the looks of it, everyone would sell it. Well, most of them, it looks like 80% of the people that posted a comment would sell it. Mark said a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And Dave is asking, I bought the whole MTJ funnel and haven't started yet. What is recommended first step? My recommended first step is to always watch the tutorials. Watch it once, and then watch it once without worrying about implementing anything, and then go back and watch it a second time, and then you can take notes and start implementing things. That's usually the way I do it. Anytime I buy something new, I go through the tutorials one time without worrying about remembering anything or implementing anything. I just go through all of them, and then the second time around is when I'll go in and start implementing what I'm learning. But that's always my recommended first step. Go in there, watch the tutorials, get a good feel for what the software does, how it works, and then go from there. Let's see, Christina's saying yes, and then get another one and eventually keep a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So, and guys, yeah, like Paul said, we do have a few of those bonuses left, but I think for those of you, since you guys came out here on a Friday night, we're most likely going to sell out of those bonuses very, very quickly. I mean, probably by tomorrow morning. There's, I think, 2 or 3 left. But for those of you that are on here, we'll extend it all the way up until closing time Sunday. So as long as you guys tell us, hey, I was on the Friday night webinar, we'll make sure we hold a spot open for you. And just to clarify, what we're going to do is we're going to actually find domains for you that you can use with the Digital Worth program. So we're going to make things even easier for you. We're going to pretty much hand you a premium domain on a silver platter that is going to work perfectly with the Digital Worth program. All right.
Josh, you got me inspired to check out AdSense now, man. in Empire Flippers. Yeah, incredible. Yeah. So in Empire Flippers, you can see, what did they make? Like $88, one of them, and flipped it for like 1,000 or something. It's incredible. Like, so with what I'm thinking of now is with what you find with MyTrafficJacker, when you're getting hundreds of clicks on that video every day, send it over to an AdSense site, make it nice and congruent to that video that they're watching. So if the video is about weight loss for women, then AdSense will automatically just pull that relative information on there. And you can have some text about that, but put that AdSense around it. And look at that, monthly income, $44, and they sold for $577. Man,
yeah, that's crazy.
$75 for that one and sold for $1,400. Jeez.
This AdSense one here for $54 a month, and it sold for 28 times the monthly income. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's incredible. And so with these properties, they're getting the traffic and they're getting clicks. And so like if you're having problems with, let's say you have a big offer out there that's a CPA offer, and they sell a product for like a couple $100, so you get like 50% commission. If you can't make that sale for $100 or so, then you may want to try that. If you have your offer that can't convert, then put some AdSense on there and see what happens. And you may find that getting clicks will be a whole lot easier than making a big sale. And as we can see, it doesn't take many for you to be able to then sell and get a big return. So like 30 times the money that you're making from that property, you can sell it for. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I saw what 38 times what the monthly income is. Some of these numbers are crazy. To think that it's just a website, to think about that, you're selling just a website. I mean, when you really think about it in the basic form, it's a website that you're selling for that amount. Crazy. Lou, is it possible to reply to my question? Let's see if we can. All right, I see it. Do you sell these expired domains at GoDaddy, or is there anywhere else where you can sell the domains? Yeah, there's multiple ways. There's the forum. Let's see, it's escaping me right now. The forum I mentioned on the first webinar.
Yeah, so GoDaddy is one you can list immediately on GoDaddy, especially if you buy it on GoDaddy. Then you'll want to do that to list as a premium premium domain through GoDaddy. Now you also have the option to list on multiple properties like Afternic, AFTERNIC.com. They are owned by GoDaddy, but they're a different listing service. It will be a little bit easier to sell and transfer on Afternic if you have your domain through GoDaddy. That's one of the benefits through them. And also you can list on, we have another one, what's it called? Afternic, GoDaddy. Digital Point is what you're looking at, but
yeah.
Flippa, of course, is one of them. Sedu, that's the other one. SEDO, I want to say. I'll have to confirm that. Yeah, SEDO.com. That's another good site. And they have they're really well syndicated, so they have a lot of different sites that they use to list your domain once you list it on them. And I have confirmed, I've called Sedu, I've called Afternic, and they have said that you can list on both of them at the same time. Just if you do sell, then make sure that you take it down so that it's not being sold on both of them.
Yeah, and here is the Digital Point forum that I mentioned on the first webinar. And this is more of a place where you go to sell to other SEO marketers. So if you come over here to, where is it, domain names, all right, you can list your domain for sale in here, okay? Wait, no, is it this one? This one is not, this forum is not for selling domains. All right, I know there's a section here for selling domains. Where is it? Maybe under services. Somewhere in here. All right, somewhere in here you can list your domain for sale. Let's go in here and it probably tells you where to go. Oh, here it goes. Is it this one? Yeah, here, look, this one. All these people here are selling these domains, okay? And you can come in here and list it yourself, or you can try to hire a broker that's on here. Just always be careful, do your due diligence, and look at some of these prices that are being offered here. $1,200, $100, $30. Look, this could be a quick sale. This guy probably found the domain on MyTrafficJacker, paid $10, selling it for $30. Look at $100, $100, $30, $35, $300, $450. All right, $1,200. If you find a really good domain with a Wikipedia backlink, you can easily get some good money for that. $100, $400. All right, $975, $249. Look at this one, $5,000. Man, let's see, radio encryption. And you know what? One thing that just came to me now, you can come in here, look at the ones that are selling the highest, see what niche they're in, and then search for those niches inside of MyTrafficJacker. That's an idea that just came to me right now. Let's see, I bought it for a project, but I never got the time to start the project. How is it monetized? It's not, look, it's not even monetized right now, and this guy's asking $5,000 for it. It must be a really powerful domain.
Wow.
With some good metrics. What challenges are there with running a site? None. How much time does this site take to run? None. Does this site come with any social media accounts? No. So this guy's literally just selling a domain. Let me see. Am I not logged in? Oh, when you log in, you can see more information. Let me see if I can log in real quick. Sometimes they show the domain, sometimes they don't, sometimes they show a part of it. Let's see. No, he didn't post anything about the domain. So you can message the guy, you can post on here. Oh, look, is this one here? No, what is that? No, that's not it. Yeah, you can message him, tell him to give you more information about it. Oh, yeah, it is here. Domain info, radioencryption.com. I wonder why that's such a powerful domain. Radioencryption.com. I don't even know that's a new niche for me. Yeah, radioencryption.com. The domain age is 2 years and 10 months. Listed registered as GoDaddy. Man, that might be a domain to look into. Or that niche to look into. Radio encryption. Let's see what else is selling good on here. Look, what some of these are sold already. This one sold for $100. Look at that. Paw and tail. Paw and tail. This one, 17. Where is that? $1,700. Big Biet. BigBiet.com. Let's see. It's 6 months old. All right. So let's see if you posted anything. Oh, I went to the wrong area. Yeah, so look at that, 6 months old site, and the guy's selling it for $1,700. So this is something that you guys can easily do as well. Find some domains that are listed, that are on MyTrafficJacker, bring it over to Digital Point, list them for sale. And guys, if you find a domain with a Wikipedia backlink, or you find a domain that's an ocean one with hundreds of different YouTube videos, all of that leverages into value. Okay, and you can come in here and sell that on the Digital Point forum. Let's see. Is Digital Worth a monthly fee? No, Digital Worth is a one-time payment, or they do have a split payment option. It would be 3 payments. So, can you go over the Digital Worth offer? Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I think I have it open here. All right, so here are the 2 options. Is $19.97, you get a $3.94 discount, or you can do 3 payments of $7.97. Okay, go with whichever one meets your budget. You can do $7.97, and they do have a 30-day money back guarantee. So you have a full 30 days to go through everything, and I mean, you can easily go in, find a domain, go through some of the things that they teach, get it making $50 a month, and boom, sell it for. You saw what the returns are for a site making $50 a month. Let's see, where is it? I think it sold for over $1,000. Let's see, sold. Why isn't it switching to sold? Let me refresh. There we go. $44 a month, $577. This one, $50 a month, $1,500. All right. So everything you're getting, I mean, the insane amount of software that you're getting, it's really mind-boggling that they're offering this, plus coaching, plus the Facebook groups, all of the support. But you can see this here. You're getting the digital asset blueprint, lifetime access to all six sections, which is more than 30 modules and 150 over-the-shoulder videos, detailing the entire process of building a profitable digital asset from scratch. All right, and remember, you guys are not starting from scratch. You guys are starting with a domain that has a ton of built-in authority already, so you have a massive advantage there. You get 6 months worth of business coaching, okay, along with their team of coaches guide you by hand through the step setup and establishment of your new business via live webinars, one-on-one chats, a support desk, and forums. You get the Commission Wizard version 2.0 software, how they immediately find profitable commercial opportunities for our digital asset in the biggest markets. The DKM Elite software, the tool that automatically finds corners of your market where easy traffic and revenue are available. the profit calculator software. This one was very, very cool when he showed it on the webinar. A way to see the monthly revenue potential of any corner in your market, so you know whether you should go for it and how much money it could be worth. This was very, very cool. So they pretty much have a way to figure out what a niche is going to make you, and based on that, you'll determine if it's worth you going after that niche. So very, very cool piece of software there. You get access to the entire Digital Worth community with a private Facebook group, the interactive members area. Paul showed you that Sarah herself is in there answering questions. You get the forum, the Facebook group, and you'll build your professional network and make real friends as you help each other succeed at this new venture. And you get the outsourced staff Rolodex. Okay, this gives you access to a list of their own virtual verified staff members who can help you complete tasks that will accelerate your results. If you don't have time to complete tasks on your own, the team can help complete them for you. That is an invaluable offer there, because finding your own VAs sometimes can be a pain in the butt. So they already have done that process for you, and you can use their list of staff. And yeah, and you can also, if you guys qualify, I'm pretty sure you can do the PayPal credit and pay over time, even more than 3 payments of $797. You can always do the PayPal credit and extend it. I think 6 months. I think they give you to pay if you. Let me see. No, that's if we do PayPal here. You do the country, your zip code. Once you click Pay Now, and once you get to the PayPal, it should show up that PayPal credit option if you guys would like to do that instead. And remember, guys, you do get that 30-day money-back guarantee. And you, like I said, since you guys came on here, we're gonna honor that bonus until the very end of the offer, just for those of you that are on this webinar. So if you mention that you were on the webinar on Friday night, we'll make sure that we keep a spot for you for that bonus, where we find a domain for you to use with the Digital Worth program. Let's see, Christina's saying, I'm a real estate commercial associates broker. All of my buyers want a valuation report justifying the price that a seller wants to sell a property. Fundamental. How do these guys value these sites? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I'm not even sure how they get to a 35 time, or this one in particular, 13 times the monthly income. I'm not sure how they come up with that, to be 100% honest with you. Maybe Paul knows.
Yeah, sorry. I've had my mic on mute. It sounds like someone's having a breakdown downstairs. But I'll try to answer that. So with Empire Flippers, obviously this comes with, there's a lot of information back here. It's like a business. You have to understand how much it produces per month, and then from there, forecasts what you'll get. You can put like a 30x value on that. It looks like that's kind of a common thing here. Andrew and Sarah will obviously know quite a bit about this, and their students, like when you see the webinar replay, some of their students have had a lot of success with this and are very advanced in this process. I had seen a couple of the questions come up in terms of the appraisal and the evaluation of a domain. Now, when you have like a brand new website that you just bought with MyTrafficJacker, you can use tools like GoDaddy Appraisal Tool. There's other appraisal tools you can find online as well. But the thing about appraisal tools, they're never 100% accurate. It's really a matter of what the buyer is willing to pay at the end of the day in finding the right buyer for that. So just because it says one figure doesn't necessarily mean that will be the case. In these domains that Joshua is showing you in Empire Flippers, they're revenue producing. And so there's a lot of factors in there. My suggestion to know more about this is to go inside Digital Worth and interact, ask those questions when the time comes and you're producing revenue. Then those would be really the experts there, because they've had a lot of experience doing that. So yeah, that would, I wish I could answer it more, but I haven't had that much experience yet with doing this process. But as I can see in what Josh is showing, just with doing simple AdSense sites, I'm very tempted to start doing that with MyTrafficJacker and then getting some tips from Andrew and Sarah to try to list it on here.
David brought up a great question. This is very cool, but can I make money with just the initial products I have bought, or are you saying I need to buy all these programs to make this work? No, absolutely. You can totally just use MyTrafficJacker and make money with just MyTrafficJacker. We are recommending Digital Worth because it's just a multitude of different things that they offer in here. Not only the training that you get on different ways to monetize, but you're getting all the software that makes it easy. You're getting the coaching. You're getting access to their VAs, all of that stuff that's just invaluable. So we're definitely recommending picking this up. If it's in your budget and you can make it work, we highly recommend it. If not, you can totally use just MyTrafficJacker and make money with that. And yeah, I mean, this is completely optional, but a very good complement to MyTrafficJacker. Great question, David. And I wanted to show this real quick. You guys can come here and just sort by Amazon Associates and look at just the Amazon Associates. This is just purely affiliate income. Monthly profit 29,000 over 1 million bucks. Let's sort by the smallest one. $1,652,000. That's crazy. I mean, and all of these are Amazon Associates. All right, you can sort through this if you're more of an AdSense person, an affiliate person. You can sort through them and see what your monetization preference is bringing in terms of sales price. Christina's saying, Josh, just a quick question. Is this a relaunch of one that I bought before, or is it revised TrafficJacker? Do I need the front end and all the OTOs for TrafficJacker? Christina, if you're on this call, then you're probably this is a call just for MyTrafficJacker customers. So if you already purchased MyTrafficJacker, you don't need to buy it again. You can buy some of the upgrades if you didn't buy them, but if you have access to it, you're good. You're good. What we covered at the beginning of this webinar was updates and upgrades that are coming that we've just released to MyTrafficJacker. So you already get access to that. Gainer saying, what commission does Empire Flippers charge? Let's see. Sellers frequently ask questions. I'm sure it's on here. I'd say probably 10 or 20%. What happens if my site doesn't sell? What do you need from how do I sell? How long does it take to sell the website? What happens in migration? Can I say? What are the fees? Here you go. Oh wow, they only charge a listing fee. No way. Oh, okay, here it goes. I was gonna say, so 15% for businesses listed up to $1 million, 12% for businesses listed from 1 million to 2 million, 10% for businesses listed from 2 million to 5 million, 8% for businesses listed at 5 million. So nothing too unreasonable. I guessed between 10 and 15%, so I was right on the money. Plus the listing fee. First-time sellers pay a $297 listing fee. Repeat sellers pay a $97 listing fee. Okay. So yeah, not too bad. After a successful sale, the seller will receive 85 to 92% of the final sales price. So that is not too bad. Okay, if you sell something for $1 million and you get 85% of that, I'd take that all day long. 850 grand, put it in my pocket, pay my taxes, keep what's left. I'll be a happy person. All right. Christina's saying, okay, yes, can you give me the links just to be sure? All right, yeah, if you guys would like to check out the upgrades to MyTrafficJacker, let's see if I can remember them. MTJ special, that's the front end. Launch special.com. I think it was MTJ Academy. I'll send you those two. All right. So that's the front end and upsell number 1. And if you purchase any of those, you'll see the other upsells. All right. And let's see. All right. Do you guys have any other questions? It's about 9:15 right now. And again, if you guys would like to join the Digital Worth program, I did put a link to it in the chat box. I'll put it in the questions box now. So there's 2 options. You can watch the replay, which I highly recommend you do. It'll make everything make a lot more sense from what we've talked about today. If you've already seen that and you'd like to join and secure our bonus where we're going to help you to find some domains to use with their system. Remember, since you guys joined us on this call, we're going to be ensuring that everyone that's on this call that joins Digital Worth gets a spot because we offered it to the first 20 people and it's not going to last until Sunday. So I mean, I don't think it's going to last until tomorrow. So we'll keep that open for those of you that were on this call. Let's see, is there a statistical range of click-through rate to the domain on YouTube based upon view volume? They're all going to be different. I don't think there's a statistical range. I'd say maybe if you're 10% would be high. So I'd say between 3 and 10% click-through rate between views and but again, it all depends on the video. If someone is pushing for someone to click on that link a lot, obviously the click-through rate is going to be a lot higher. When I make videos myself, I'm always mentioning multiple times for people to click on the link in the description area. So it's always going to depend on the video. All right. Any other final questions, guys? Feel free to post it in the chat box about anything, about MyTrafficJacker, about Digital Worth, about whatever it may be. Feel free to post it in the chat box. And Digital Worth is going to be going up. So they're offering a 30% discount. So I think on the webinar he mentioned it's going to go up to $297 once this timer hits 0. So huge discount that you can get right now. And if you can swing it, I mean, just get started with $797, one-time payment, 3 payments of it, but you can pay $797. Your next payment isn't for 30 days. So get in there, start going through all the information right away, put it into action, and make a goal to yourself to recoup your payment before the 30 days, okay? And you can totally do that. You can buy it today, make that commitment to yourself, go through the training, use MyTrafficJacker, use our bonus where we're going to find a domain for you so you don't even have to spend time finding a domain. We'll find one for you. Learn how to set up a site and boom, get to work, okay? And that's the one thing that is going to make you have that breakout year, is to just get to work, put it into action, and make it happen. Okay, so I believe everyone that's on this call can truly have their breakout year. If you haven't had it yet, it just comes down to how badly you want it. Okay, how badly are you willing to make this the last program that you have to purchase? Okay, I remember that program for me that made all the difference. It was a program called affiliate.com that I paid. I think it was $14.97 or $19.97 for it. And I made that commitment to myself. I was like, okay, this is it. This is the program that's going to change things for me. I had been buying product after product after product for about a year and a half. And I told myself, this is the one. I'm going to pay, I think it was $19.97, this exact price that was here. And I'm going to make it happen. Okay. And I did that. So I bought the course in October. I told myself from October to December, I'm going to do nothing but go through the program. And then I'm going to take massive action in January. And that's exactly what I did. From October to December, I went through the course. I learned everything. January, I started putting things into action. By April, 4 months later, I made my first sale, which, well, it was a few sales. I made 120 bucks in a 24-hour period. And from there, I mean, the rest is history. Once I saw once I got that first taste of blood that, okay, this works, I sunk my teeth and I just took off running with it. And again, I believe that everyone that's on this call can totally make that happen for yourself, because when I got started, I literally knew nothing about online marketing. And the reason I bought that course was because it started from ground zero. It taught me from the basic thing of how to buy a domain. To put it that plainly for you guys, one of the training video was literally how to buy a domain. Okay, and it went from the very basics. Back then there was Composer and things like that, so we had to manually build websites with FTP and uploading files and all that stuff. So I learned all of that on my own. Well, not on my own, with the training program, and then on my own I would put it into action. I still remember when I successfully uploaded my first image using FTP, and I mean I was excited as can be. I felt like I made $1 million. All right, so you're welcome, Christina. Thank you for joining us. How long ago was that, Josh? What course do you recommend to make one a better affiliate seller? This was what, 2012, I think, or 2011. So quite a while ago, 8 years, between 7 to 8 years ago. And Christina, I'd recommend Digital Worth. If you're looking to earn affiliate commissions, Digital Worth is the one that I recommend. It has all the components to help you be successful. You're getting software, you're getting coaching, you're getting a support system in Facebook groups and in forums. You're getting access to support to their virtual assistant staffs as well. So if you can't do something, if you're tied up, if you're still working a job, but you still need to get some things done, you can tap into their outsourced staff to get things done for you. Again, you get access to their support system. And this was very important for me when I bought that course as well. It came with this same kind of thing where it was a community support kind of thing. At that time, there wasn't any such thing as a Facebook group, so it was all on forums and inside of the members area, where you can post a question inside of the members area and they'd respond within the members area. So that was very big for me, especially since again, I knew nothing about it, so I had questions about just about everything. So I would post it either in the forum or inside of the members area, and someone would be there to answer my questions. So this was, when I first started, it was absolutely invaluable. And I don't think that course came with any software. Again, back then, 7, 8 years ago, and I keep saying back then, which 7 to 8 years ago really isn't that long if you think about it. But the way that the internet changes, 7 years ago, you did not have software like what you're getting in this program. Okay, I mean, literally, I think the only software they talked about was Composer and FTP. I mean, and they would give us squeezed page templates that we had to edit with Composer and all of that stuff. So I mean, it was just crazy how things change in a matter of 7 to 8 years. So you're getting a whole lot better offer with this, because it comes with software, it comes with a support system, it comes with ton of different things. So Christina, this would be the program I recommend.
And they also make it fun too. That's one of the first things that I saw when I went into Digital Worth, is they've gamified it. So you get points and you get rewards as you go along and complete the process step by step. So it's really neat to see. You can also see the different members in there that are helping you out. You can see where they're at, what their badges are and everything, because it can feel really special when you're getting your answers from someone who actually has proof and has walked the walk with doing everything. So it's got a great community, and it's also fun to go through as well.
Yeah, I saw that when you were showing the members area on the right-hand side. You can see the leaderboard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then like even setting up your account, profile setup, you get 10 points. Being a community member, you get 10 points. And then different milestones as well when you hit income levels. So yeah, it definitely can be motivating that way.
Christina's asking, how long is their training? It sounded like it goes through 1 year. Am I right? You're actually getting lifetime access to all six sections where there's over 150 videos detailing the entire process of them building a digital asset from scratch. And then the coaching part of it is 6 months worth. But you still get access to the support system, which is the Facebook group, the members area, and the forum. All right. And is there anyone that's on here that is kind of on the fence about joining Digital Worth? And if you like to share why you haven't joined, if you rather stay anonymous, we won't say your name, just to kind of get an idea of, those of you that are out there, if you're on them, what kind of mind frame you're in, what's holding you back from joining Digital Worth, and we can, help you get past it. If that's an option. Okay, if 100% you just don't want to join, then that's fine. Again, it's completely optional, although we do highly recommend it. So Christina's saying, so they show you how to make your own digital product, correct? Not your own digital product per se, but they're showing you how to build a digital asset. So what they mean by digital asset is, something that you can sell that has value. Okay, so they're going to show you how to build an affiliate site, and with that, you can, once that site starts producing income, it now becomes an asset. So you can keep it, collect the monthly income, or you can sell it and cash in on a big payday like these people are doing here on this Empire Flippers website. So it's not a digital product where you're creating a digital product kind of program. It's more of building digital assets where you're building a site that produces income and now it has value, so it's a digital asset. Awesome, and that's thanks for that feedback. David is saying, thanks for answering at least one of my questions. Just trying to get this started before I buy anything else. I really like the concept. Awesome, thank you. Mark is saying, is this something I can totally turn over to a VA I hire in the Philippines? It will be in October when I go to the Philippines to hire people for my digital marketing agency.
So yeah, you could definitely outsource this process. They do a really good job breaking down done-for-you services. I would definitely recommend you go through it all yourself, so you know exactly what to look for. That way you know how to teach people that process, because I know some people are very eager to delegate and just want done for you everything. But the best way to delegate is to go through it yourself, so that you can be an instructor and you know what to look for. You know what you want, know what you don't want, and then you can build out your assets much better and much effectively that way. And also to add to what Josh was saying earlier about the digital assets being an affiliate site, that's mostly the model that they're talking about here, is using and building an affiliate site. They look at Amazon Associates program to be an affiliate there, but also other affiliate networks as well, like Share a Sale and other things too. The one thing that caught my attention is when you're building out a site, like let's say you're really interested in the niche, you've done your niche research, and you pick some products around fishing in Amazon. So you have fishing lures, fishing poles, and now you have an authority site that sells different affiliate products on the topic of fishing. Well, when you build that out to such an extent and you're getting sales on a daily basis, you're getting affiliate sales, you're making commissions from that, you may want to think about than making your own product in that space. Because once you're getting recurring traffic and traffic on a daily basis, lots of viewers, lots of buyers, then you may want to consider from that point, you can possibly make a lot more commissions if you have your own product and you're selling that your own product on your site. So that's another model you can consider too down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. I know a couple of friends of mine that live here in South Florida. We get together every so often, and they do exactly that. They'll start with an affiliate program. Once they find a winning offer, they'll completely clone what that affiliate product is, make their own, and increase their potential profit just by cutting out that middleman. So yeah, absolutely. I think that's it. We're at about an hour and a half. So I gotta get some dinner. I haven't even ate dinner yet. So thank you guys for coming out here. Yeah, getting late too. At least here, I know someone was on here at 1 a.m. So it's close to 2:30 a.m. The person that was in I think London from the UK, Paul. It's probably 2:30 in the morning over there. So thank you guys for coming out. If you guys have any questions, hit up our support desk. We have the support button inside of MyTrafficJacker. Digital worth, this offer is expiring once this timer hits 0. So that's 3 hours from now. 3 days from now, which makes it Sunday, I believe. But yeah, we'll keep you guys informed when this is going to be closing. And again, for those of you that were on here, you do get that extension of our bonuses until this timer hits 0. All right, and make sure you come in and have a click around Empire Flippers, okay? Just to see what's being sold and just for that motivation factor. All right. But that's it. Thank you guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to send it over to our support desk and we'll have this replay up for you guys as soon as we get it rendered. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.